little bit of a interesting happenstance as I'm on my test drive of the Blazer after lowering those coilover helper shocks in the back. I took it out on a, I don't know, 3 or 4 mile drive, did one spirited launch, ran it through third gear, and sure enough, as usual, once the engine gets up to full operating temperature, I start getting this whining noise. Okay, I'm going to admit, both are all, me, Richard, my son, everyone who had heard it before, swore that they thought the whining noise was coming from the T-5 transmission. I did do a little bit of a Google search on that, and yeah, there are other people who have reported similar whining noises that could be associated with a T5. Well, it's coming from my power steering pump. I don't know why or how or any of that junk, but for some reason, my power steering pump, once the fluid, okay, doesn't make this noise when the engine's cold. Like, you can start this thing up on a first start of the day or after the engine's been setting for a while, rev it, pretty much however you want, you'll hear no weird off-putting whining noises of any kind. But if you drive this thing, even just, however long it takes to get to that beginning area of a normal operating temperature, it'll start slowly making like a whining sound. And with RPM, it would get louder, which made us think that it was related to the T5 transmission. But, let's see if I can do this with one hand here. Listen to this noise that comes out of this power steering. Hold up just 1 second. I'm going to try to get a hold of this with my bad hand. Now listen to this. Hear that wide, that real high pitch, almost like a supercharger pulley whine? That's even a milder version of what it usually does. Anybody have any idea? Because if you watch the fluid down inside the reservoir, when you're revving it up, you can see like what looks to be like air bubbles or foam or something going on. But that pump should not be cavitating, and there's no visible signs of moisture or any contaminants in the system. I'm at a total loss why this thing is doing this. At this point, all I can do is try to, I guess siphon or remove all the power steering fluid that's in the system now, and maybe replace it with some Lucas, power steering treatment or something of that nature. But I just don't understand why it doesn't do it when it's cold, but as soon as it gets hot, it'll start making a really loud whining noise. As a side note, if I park this thing and shut it off for even 10 or 15 minutes, even though keep this in mind, and nothing's cooled off to a cold or an ambient temperature, if I turn this thing off, go into the store, come out 10 or 15 minutes later, fire it up, take off, no whining noise. Now if I drive it long enough, it'll start whining again. So it makes me feel like there's something either internal in the power steering pump that's not operating properly. Could be some kind of a pressure issue. Perhaps the 2000 model Tahoe used a different pressure than a 1985 power steering gearbox. I don't know. If you guys have any information on that, please put it in the comments below, because I really just want to get this thing lined out where I don't have to worry about it. And this is the kind of stuff that just, worries me to death, because it shouldn't be doing it, but it is. So, on an up note, it is amazing how much better this thing will take off. Let's call it spirited takeoff, because with it now that it's not squatting in the rear, it's actually supporting itself, and those helper coils are actually applying downforce on the rear tires like they're supposed to. Oh, this thing runs good now. I'd almost guarantee it's faster than it was with the old small block Chevy in it, mostly because it launches better and it pulls harder in second and third. Like, it pulls back harder up top than my old small block did. So anyway, I was just out doing a test drive to, you know, see if I could settle in these coilovers and make it set more level in the back. And when I was coming back from my test drive, it started making that stupid whining noise. So I finally was like, I'm going to pull over while it's still making it, pop the hood, and see if I can track down that noise. And sure as nothing, almost said a cuss word there, I apologize. It was a stupid power steering pump, which I thought I'd fixed a long time ago. So anyway, this is racing. It's a famous quote from a guy named Mr. Cyclone. You know, no matter what, there's always something going to go wrong. So anyway, if you guys have any information at all on these stupid power steering pumps, any concerns I might have between the years of 2000 power steering pump and a 1985 steering box, you know, could that be contributing, or is it all just an internal issue? Do I need to flush it, get some more, you know, fluid? I don't know. Whatever. So I appreciate you guys watching all these videos. I'm trying to get some more, I don't know, better contented videos up soon, because I will be starting to head porting again next week. So thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you.